Okay, here's the start of the video for 13. This was done properly, so I want to say this is a good news. This is supposed to be a good video this time, unlike the last time when it sounded like I'm complaining a lot. I guess I am. This is done properly. First time this year. What is it, July? So yeah, I'm a little bit upset about it, but so here's what I'm going to do on hole 13. Now, this is what we ask for the city to do. Okay, obviously if you look right here on this log, that needs some work, obviously. Okay, I'm going to trim that up with my trimmer. It's going to take me about 5 minutes and I'll be done. Okay, but this is the kind of stuff that we do expect to have to do, because you're not going to get a lawnmower up here and mow over this mound right here. You're not going to get up in this ivy and get around this log with a lawnmower. You're not going to cut across this boardwalk. You're not going to do this kind of ivy stuff here with a lawnmower. So that's all that we've been asking, is get the stuff that can be done with the lawnmower, and then we'll take care of the rest. So this specific hole is exactly like we asked it to be. So I don't understand the problem everywhere else where, okay, this is all we're asking for. We're not asking for a lot. So I'm going to finish this up. I don't really know where, I'm looking for a camera spot, but I don't see one, but I'll figure it out. I guess I'll just put it on the ground or something. But this needs to be done. Hopefully I'll get through this stuff in about 5 minutes. And again, this wouldn't be 5 minutes if I didn't have a great machine on my side. So I'm going to cut through this pretty quickly, try to get some kind of camera view on it. Don't really see a good place to put the camera, so I'm going to do some thinking here. Maybe I'm best up in this corner. So I will have taken care of 2 holes this morning, and there are like 4 or 5 that need to actually be done. Then the practice area needs to be done. So I'm going to put this in the shade looking that way. You can see me working that way. We'll see how this works out. Just try to make a little hump here. Use a couple sticks, maybe that'll work. That seems legit. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Hopefully about 5 minutes I'll be done. Alrighty, another hole done. Hole 13, this is what it's supposed to look like. Is it perfect? No, that's not what we're trying to go for here. Why does this matter? Because if you decide you're going to build a disc golf course and you want to call it your disc golf course and you're the dudes doing the maintenance, we're obviously behind on some things, but just from a player's perspective, if you throw your disc on the fairway, there's no reason at all, no excuses, zero tolerance. You should not lose your disc if you throw your disc on the fairway. And that's all that I'm doing here, is just making sure this is up to par on that specific front. So if you throw your disc here, you should not have to search for it. It should be obvious where it's at. That's all that I'm doing here. So finished up on this one, got 2 of them done today, and only one of them should have been, but you can see we got more ivy we need to do here. So that's kind of okay with me. That's a little bit rough over there, but we like to have a little bit of rough area to where if you throw over there, like if you throw from the tee box way back there, you throw a right hand backhand hyzer, which is a really typical shot. If you don't do it right, you land over there, and we want you to pay for it. Of course, that's what you're supposed to do. So it's a little bit rough over there. That's opened up quite a bit. Here's a really good example of what we do. So this right here is a vine that goes all the way up the tree, obviously. But what we do is we'll cut it off at the base, and then even though it goes up another 100 and something feet, we can come back in a year or two when that dies off, put a truck on it and pull it out, or sometimes a tractor, the gator. But that's something we commonly do out here also, is just get this cut off at the base. We're basically trying to recover this forest for many years now, after it had been abandoned for probably about 40 years. I don't think that anything was done to this park for many, many, many decades. So coming up to the basket on 13, we're okay with that being a little rough over there. I might come back in a week or two and clean up this part a little bit. We like to give people a little bit of a green area to work with, but it's not bad. I'm gonna use my judgment and say a week or two I can come back and do this. So everything's looking good on this hole. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the video, and am I finished for today? No, I'm gonna grab my blower, blow off the tee boxes, blow dust out of the AstroTurf while the course isn't too busy this morning, and blow the roads, the bridges, and all that stuff while I'm here this morning to fill out my time. I'll probably be here about 2 hours this morning, then head back home and go to work. So I'm going to end this video. These 2 holes are done. I'll have to text somebody and let them know that it's done, just to communicate what's going on out here. And so we'll see. I don't plan on doing any more videos this morning, but I'm gonna get out the blower. I'm not gonna carry the camera while I'm blowing the tee boxes off and cleaning those up. And the roadways, it's just not practical for me to do that. So if I do a video, it'll be because I went back up. Like I know for sure we need to do hole 5, hole 6. We got to do the practice area in the near future. So I don't think I'm going to do that this morning. I think I might do that some other time this week. Soon though, because like I said, as soon as we let it grow up, it's abominable. It just, right now it's manageable. And I've been keeping it that way, and I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So that's the end of this video. We're on hole 13 at Hudson Park. It's looking pretty good out here. The whole course is looking pretty darn good. So I'm going to get out of here, get out of this video, and go do something else.